Well, hello everyone. We are back to the dye backs because when I got sick in June, I just completely lost the ability to do any of the things I like. And then my nerve pain got really bad, and now I'm having a lack of nerve pain that allows me to do some crafting. But we have all this fabric that has been in my fridge the whole time. We just haven't had one whole shelf in our fridge. And that's an ADHD thing. It just makes it real hard to self-actualize. So we are going to get back to our experiments today. We're doing kind of a lot of experiments at once. So if you see the start of this video multiple times, that's why. Because I don't want to re-record it 5 times. And I think I'm doing 5 experiments at once. But I'm going to do my best to describe each one of them to you. This is just part of the fabric that's been in my fridge. My whole countertop is covered. So my best advice to you when trying to start this as an ADHD person is first, clean the area of any other mess. Do not add mess to mess. This will not help your anxiety. So I loaded the dishwasher, I put everything away so that I can destroy the kitchen again with the craft. So got that done first, and we're gonna self-actualize our way through this. Also, I made sure that the dishwasher was unloaded and partially reloaded so that there is a place for messes to go as I make them. Also very important to being able to complete a task without panicking. If it takes you a whole day of prep to get back to not panicking, that's okay. Do that. If it takes you a week of prep to be okay, now the kitchen is clear enough that I can do the thing, or wherever you need to do a thing. So anyway, we're prepared to do the thing. We're going to do the thing. We got this. For experiment number 1, and many other experiments today, but we will be using RIT dye. This is synthetic dye. I want to see many things about the RIT dye, but first, our little experiment this morning is going to be taking some Shibori dyed naturally with tannins, cotton napkins, and re-dyeing them in this to see what happens. And that will be experiment number 1 for the day. Okay, so we have our big pot going and our RIT dye ready. I'm just going to dump all of it in. I plan to throw a bunch of fabric in here during these experiments for today, so we're just going to go for it. We're going to go for it and use the whole bottle. We're trying to go for faux indigo. Faux-digo. Indifo. I like that better. Let's go with Indifo. Okay, so for the synthetic Shibori over top of the natural Shibori, these are the kind of colors I had going. I believe these are the acacia tannins. And this looks really good wet, but it looks really kind of drab, dry. So I'm going to fold it up in a way that is opposite to whatever this is. And we will see how those come out. Just Shibori on top of Shibori. Okay, from what I remember on the RIT dye bottle that I have already thrown away and have literally no recollection of and no intention of looking up, it said, keep it as hot as you can. For the fiber. And this is cotton, so I'm gonna say that we can just cook the bejesus out of it. I folded it up crazy. I'm excited to see how these weird tannins react to a synthetic dye. That should be weird. It's definitely an experiment, so here we go. Let's see if it's dark. Holy crap. Yep. That's good. It's good. Yep, it's fine. Okay. Oh God. I have to set a timer, so not really sure how long those have been in there, but I found another one that was just waiting for a life. So bye. Have fun in there. Okay. So since this is my first experiment with the synthetic dye, these are our ones that were previously Shibori'd. I'm going to rinse them in very hot water, I think, and then I'll put them in their retain, because I think that should help. And then once we unwrap them, I think we should probably Synthropol them then to rinse them out. So I think I'm going to do that. That seems like the best course of action, because if we unwrap them now without squeezing out any of the extra dye, they potentially will just dye any white parts left on them, because I maybe shouldn't have put the full bottle of dye in there. Okay, well, I'm learning swiftly why people don't like using synthetic dye, because it gets on everything and it doesn't come off. I'm scared. I moved the entire unpacking operation to the kitchen where there's less things that I can actually stain. There's furniture that I like in the living room. Okay, these are our re-dyed friends to see how that comes out. Oh, it looks like we actually blocked, so that's good. We did block the actual thing, and I will speed through the other unwrappings. We don't need to be so dramatic about it. Oh God, I forgot how much it scares me to undo rubber bands. It's like balloons because my hands get poked out like little gunshots. Okay, well, it's very dark. It's very faux indigo. Ooh, but it's fun. Look at it. Yeah. Ooh, I love it. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, this was a good idea. Okay, into the retain with you. Okay, I'm going to unwrap the other ones quickly for you. Okay, those came out so cool. I love it. Okay, those are going into a big bath of retain because I think there's a lot of dye still on these. My hands are blue. Okay, so this is our synthetic dye over the natural dye. This is over what I'm pretty sure is the gum tree or eucalyptus that I did that came out a really pretty yellow. Also could be the pomegranate, which came out a very yellow. But I don't remember exhausting the dye bath that much. That, or it went in more yellow than I remember, and it got dyed a little more green-y by just being exposed to the new faux indigo dye. Now, what I will say, the more exposure the fabric gets cotton-wise, the more like indigo it actually looks. Anywhere where it was getting folded up underneath the piece of wood, any of those areas are very much murky or not quite as dark as true indigo. True indigo would penetrate fully no matter what, and it would be pretty uniform no matter what you did. However, this looks really great, and this is literally a napkin from Walmart. It's a linen kitchen towel, basically. They come 10 to a pack for like $6.99. So that's this one. Also, I will say this. I definitely muddied these up myself in the way that I processed them afterward. I did not just dunk them alone into super duper hot water with retain in it. I kind of like chunked them all in at once, so they were all touching each other before they got covered in retain and got the particles of dye removed from them. So if you want really crisp and not bleedy color into your Shibori, and you're going to use faux indigo from the RIT dye bottle, definitely make sure you dunk them by themselves into a large empty bucket of super hot dye fixative, like the RIT one or Retain, whatever you want to use, and dunk them in there alone a few times before you let them sit. And then they can touch each other, and that works great. In the what you'll see are the extra scraps experiment, which will be posted, I think, after this one, if I got it right in my brain. Anyway, after that, those ones came out much more crisp. So if you're looking for crisp, that's the way to get it. Let's look at our other example. That was over, I believe, a super tannin-rich, I think it's Kutch with an iron dip that turned it a beautiful gray. I think this one might be my favorite, even though it's very Rorschach testy. Look at how cool and dark that indigo came out. Anyway, this is just another cheapo napkin, and it is this wonderful, rich blue-gray. It's a little extra blue-gray now because I, again, was a little bit sloppy about how I rinsed these. But it is like the nicest blue-gray, and you've got some really, really rich, dark indigo bits. I love these. I think they're so cute, and what a great way to reuse a dye that you weren't super jazzed about. Or add a layer to something you were super jazzed about and make it look even cooler. I think these came out really great, and I'm super happy with them. I hope you will tune in for another video. I'm always experimenting with something, unboxing something weird, or teaching you weird Latin stuff. It's a real chaos party over here. If you enjoy that particular brand of chaos, please give me a follow or consider supporting me on Patreon. The patron shout out for today will be to Q, my very faithful moderator and website helper. Look how cool that spot is. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye!